Hey guys, it's Beck. Welcome back to another video at Sassy Pigeon HQ, and let's get on with it. This is the Minty Bear journal from my Etsy shop, and I'm going to be setting up my April monthly setup in this video. I'm really excited because I'm using the April subscription kit from Sweet Kawaii Designs, and this is my first time using these type of stickers and this kit and anything from this company, so I'm really excited. They're all on this removable vinyl, which is pretty cool. I love that I've been able to pick stuff up and move it around, although they are quite plasticky, so rather than a matte kind of paper finish that I tend to prefer, these are quite different. I really like the theme of this kit. In my silly goose era, I think it's really funny and cute, and I just love that everything is sorted, everything is easy for this month, and I don't have to put too much thought or effort into it. I have gone ahead and pre-ruled all of my boxes. Each day in this calendar is getting a box that's 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters, and I'm going to put the monthly headers across the top. The first page, I didn't add an April header at the bottom because I thought I had some other font stickers somewhere, but I couldn't find them. So I have gone back through and just added the word April at the bottom later. This kit is actually for like a vertical planner, but I'm obviously using it in my bullet journal. I am planning to use some of it in my Steph Pace planner, so I'm going to see how that goes. But I'm just adapting all of these strips and things to fit how I need them to. I've tried to keep this setup as simple as possible so that I don't have to stress too much about it. I'm just going to grab some scissors and cut the rest of this excess sticker off, which I can use elsewhere. Because they're a bit vinyl-y and plasticky, you need sharp scissors, and my scissors are terrible. I really need to clean them or find some other scissors around. So there are a few times where I cut these vinyl stickers and I absolutely struggle. So I hope you look forward to enjoying that. Just going in now with some date numbers. These are little rainbows above the numbers, and I thought they were really cute. There is another number set on this kit, which are actually like plain numbers, but I kind of forgot that existed and went with the rainbows instead. But I am happy with how they look. I think it's cute and all ties in really well. I'm just going in now down the right hand side of the page with this kind of toolbar. I can't remember what you'd call this kind of sticker, like a sidebar, I guess, sticker. I'll just use this to mark in events for the month or anything that's kind of significant that I feel like, or even like a running to-do list might be cool. I did have a bit of a problem getting it as straight as I wanted it, but again, these things are removable vinyl, so they just pick up so easily. I have it sitting next to me. I wonder if it would still pick up now, even though it's been down for a couple of weeks. Let me just try it off camera. Yeah, I can still remove that right now. It's a bit tighter and a bit tougher, obviously, than it was when it first went down. I don't know if I peeled up the whole thing, if it would start to rip the paper, but I'm guessing if it did, you could just start pulling from a different angle or direction and it'll probably be okay. Because these stickers are vinyl and plasticky, you have to be really careful about what marker you actually write on them with. I've been using this ultra fine point Sharpie pen, which is just like a felt tip pen. My camera won't focus, but it's not my favorite type of pen, but it's probably one of the only fine tip ones I have that won't smudge on this kind of paper. Sometimes you just have to roll with what you've got. When I actually set this up, I did this spread last because I just wasn't motivated to do it. So I have filmed this out of sequence if you see any weird inconsistencies. So anywho, on this side of the page, I'm doing a self-care bingo, which if you've been following along at home, you know that I've been doing one of these every month lately. I've really been enjoying them. It's only the 6th of April at the moment while I'm recording this video voice over, so I've only checked off about 4 things so far. Last month I think I only checked off 12. I'm not necessarily trying to check everything off. I'm not even particularly trying to get a bingo. It's just nice to kind of put some thought into things that are for myself sometimes. I really struggle to do things I want to do or do things that are just for me. Having 3 kids and working and trying to make YouTube bullet journal things and all those things that come with life make doing things for myself not a priority, which is fine, but this just helps kind of bring back that focus sometimes when you've got the chance. This is where I get distracted, and I just really like this sticker, so I felt the need to put it in immediately. It says, "Rain is just confetti from the sky," and it has a little panda on there. All of these little creatures have names. I really should learn their names. I have no idea what their names are. I think the sloth is called Simon, but that's all I know. Now that that sticker's in, I'm going to bring my attention back to the self-care bingo page that I'm making, and I'm going to fill in the squares, which is also something different because usually I don't do this on camera either, and I come up with these later. So they include things like eat a meal outside, take a nap, bake something, listen to some music, do a puzzle, buy myself flowers, play golf, change sheets, face mask, watch a movie, listen to a good podcast. I generally try to change it up a little bit. I like to put in some easy wins for myself, like change the sheets or wash my hair sometimes, like stuff I'm going to do anyway, just so I can feel like I can check some stuff off. Some new ones I've added are say no and say yes, and maybe eat the frog. That might be a new one. I've been trying to do that lately too, where you just kind of get in and do something you've really been putting off. And I don't know why, but the little saying of just eat the frog or eat the frog first, like that, it's just been really helping me to push through those times where I don't want to do the thing, and then I do the thing and it doesn't take very long to do it. Just going in with my Tombow Fudenosuke brush tip to put in the title there, because I don't have a sticker that says self-care bingo, and then I'm on to the first weekly. The weeklies are going to look a little bit boring because most of the decoration will happen as I use them. Like I said before, I've gone through and I've already pre-ruled up all of the setup. So all of these columns are 4 centimeters across, and they all have a 0.5 centimeter gap in between them. Most planner stickers fit inside 4 centimeters. It's not quite the right measurement. You have a tiny little space either side, but it's close enough, and it means I can use all these super cute stickers, and I love the look of the stickers in columns and, you know, giving the plan a look but inside my bullet journal. I'm just adding this little frog sticker in the bottom now, which will become my to-do list. And then when I'm coming to put in the days of the week down this left-hand sidebar, I'm realizing that I didn't put in the days of the week on the calendar. So let me just do that real quick. The days of the week that came with this kit are yellow, which I didn't want to sit on that yellow strip. They kind of get lost up there. So I'm just using some Rose K Paper Co. Little weekly stickers, little circle ones here, which I think tie in really well. And then it means I can use the yellow weekly stickers that came with the kit on another spread. The rest of the days of the week that came with this kit are more like the 4 centimeter across little headers for in your weekly spread. So I didn't want to put those on the calendar. Cool. Everything's right with the world again. My calendar has days of the week. So back to my first weekly spread, I'm going to use the little yellow days of the week that came with this kit, and I'm going to put them down the left-hand side. Each one of these boxes I'm going to use for the most important things of the day, like my work hours, family events that we have on, any appointments, all those kinds of things. So I can see at a glance what's happening, but then I'm also free to fill up the rest of the spread with my week as it happens, and each day is not confined to a certain size. I can just make it fit. So if I don't do much on Tuesday, my Tuesday section will be really small, but if I do heaps on Friday, I have all the room I want. I'm really happy with how this is looking on camera. It's a little bit paler than it is in person, so it doesn't get quite as lost in person. I'm just going to add a little Hello April sticker over on this right hand side in the column. I know I'm going to have plenty of room, so it's not going to take up too much space. Since then, I've also added a weekly check-off box where I've added all of our meals for the week underneath that as well. Now we're moving on to the second weekly of my April setup. Once again, I've pre-ruled up all the boxes and the framework for these pages. Each of the columns is 4 centimeters across with 0.5 centimeter space in between. I was really happy with the Rose K Paper Co stickers for the calendar, that I thought I'd just continue that along, because again, the rest of the days of the week that came with this kit are the bigger, wider ones that with the little frog on that you'll see in a minute. Rose K Paper Co has really cute stickers. They're a New Zealand based business, and I have ordered from them a few times, so go check out their shop if you need some more stickers. I'm not 100% sure yet what I'll do with the last box on this grid. I'll probably do like next week or something like that, just to keep an eye on what's coming up. All of those boxes are 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters. Now I'm adding in one of the weekly kind of checklists. I don't know what you call them actually, but they're the ones I was referring to in the last spread where I'm going to put the meals in, and I'm going to do that same thing again with this spread. That will be a space for the meals. I'm just grabbing down some stickers from my hanging rings I have above my desk, and these are from Tickety and Boo, who were originally Status Paper Co. I have this sheet here that just says meals, so I'm going to grab one of these cute stickers and put across the top of the box that I've assigned to meals for this weekly. Next, I'm going to put in my first Monday sticker for this week. I'm using these little frog stickers, like I've mentioned before. It took my brain a little while to compute how these worked, and I had to find the next Monday. They were not in straight down columns, which is what I was expecting. So it took me a second there just to figure out what was happening. There's a little space there between the frog and the day of the week if you want to write in the date. There's also the little plain number stickers that come with those sheets if you wanted to add those little stickers in there too. And I will add in the rest of the days of the week as I fill this up. On to week 3. For this week, I'm using the same setup as week 1, with the 4 centimeters across in the columns and half a centimeter gap in between. I'm also using the Rose K Paper Co letter dots for the events down the side, and I know that it's the same and I probably could have branched out a little bit, but I guess because I'm using these planner stickers, I just wanted to keep with the kind of standard planner layout, I suppose, and use the stickers in that kind of format rather than trying to think outside the square, because I just don't have the brain space to do that at the moment, and that's totally okay. It's just about what works for me. So, and like in that first week, I'm going to go in the bottom box with another decoration box, and this will be my to-do list again, just with this little gumboot full of flowers, which I thought was really cute. The stickers are a little bit bigger than this box, but I don't care. It's totally fine. I've been really excited to use this kit too. It was nice knowing coming up to April that I had a theme all ready to go. I've been struggling to try and decide on themes lately, and this just meant it was just ready for me. I didn't have to think about it, because when you get the subscription, which comes with free shipping, I've done a video about it already, they do them ahead of time. So I actually got this April kit I don't know, over a month and a half ago, I would want to say. So it's just been sitting there waiting for me to use it. I still have all these stickers left, plenty of decoration and design and lots of other things that I'll be able to do with my spreads, and I'll also be using them in my Steph Pace planner too. So really looking forward to how the month is going to look at the end, and I might share some of those after the pen spreads on my Instagram account. And that is the end of my April setup. So going back for the final flip through now, this is my In My Silly Goose Era cover page, and we're going to go over to the calendar. I'm really happy with the colours and the little characters of this setup. I think it's really cute. My self-care bingo and my blank space for anything I need in the month. My weekly, and followed by my second weekly layout, which is a little bit different, and again the third weekly layout the same as the first. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. I hope you liked the video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.